What's going on, guys? It's Tony with Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and coming today to try and recruit the next coach of the Chicago Bulls. I am looking at you, Nate McMillan, recently fired coach of the Indiana Pacers. Nate McMillan, who's with the organization for 4 or 5 seasons, 4 I believe, was let go. Now, he made the playoffs in each season, and he was swept in the first round 3 of those 4 years. The 1 year they made it past, they took a LeBron James-led team to a Game 7. Just about every year that he coached, he had injuries. Victor Oladipo, Sabonis was hurt this year. And I feel like he got a lot out of that team. He was also 50 games over 500 in the regular season with a team that most years, like this year, they shouldn't have been a 4 or 5 seed, whatever they were. They shouldn't have been. So I think that he overachieved with very mediocre parts. Victor Oladipo, while great, I think he's a really good number 2 on a championship team. He's not a number 1. I'm sorry. And maybe that's just because of where he's at right now, returning to form. I'm not sure. But I do believe that Victor Oladipo, if he hits the trade market this offseason, he'll get a pretty penny. But I don't think he's a number 1. Now, some of the things that Nate McMillan did with this team, fought through injuries. You don't really hear bad stuff about him, even as he was let go. It sounds a little bit like what Tom Thibodeau did. Now, I know Thibodeau had a way of grinding his players into the ground, but Thibodeau is one of the best coaches we've had. Probably, Phil Jackson has to be the best Bulls coach of all time, right? Thibodeau's got to be, within 2 or 3 spots of him. Think about what he accomplished. What he did with the team. He took Joakim Noah and turned him into an MVP. So, yeah. And I see a lot of that in Nate McMillan, where he could possibly go and get some production out of these young Bulls players. I don't know exactly what his relationship history is with young players, but, I'm looking at Wendell Carter, Markkanen, Levine, White. They have a good team. Otto Porter. They have some dudes that can ball. So, and they have a decent draft pick this year. I thought this was a team that was going to make the playoffs this year. Now, obviously, pandemic and Jim Boylan aside, I don't know which one of those was worse for the organization this year, but those are the 2 issues they really faced. And, well, they couldn't gain the ground they needed to gain. But this should have been a playoff year. They should have been fighting for the playoffs. So I think a coach like Nate McMillan would be very beneficial for this team. I personally believe he would fit in great. So, new Chicago leadership. Give a serious look to Nate McMillan. Stay away from Mike D'Antoni. I won't be upset if we hire him, but I think he's a little bit too offense-focused, and I still think you need to have a little bit of defense and a relationship with your stars. Those are 2 things that D'Antoni just does not seem to have a great grasp on. Anyways, that's my pitch. Nate McMillan, hopefully the future coach of the Chicago Bulls. My name is Tony K. This is Urban Girl Scout Media. Thank you so much.